Hey Cupcakes, welcome to Just Cakes. So this is your first time on my channel, welcome, and don't leave without subscribing, and don't forget to hit that notification bell while you're at it. If you are a returning subscriber, then welcome back, Cupcake. So if you guys have clicked into this video, I assume you are either about to start a hair journey or you already are within your 4C natural hair black girl magic hair journey. Guys, this crown people really make it seem like it's like mad effort, but I promise you, once you have like just the okay, let me not lie to you, genes do have quite a bit to do with, you know, how rich your hair is or how big it grows, etc. But I promise you, there are so many products on the market, especially by our black sisters in South Africa, that just can make the things happen for your hair. And people also like to, you know, stress about, okay, but now what about after I've washed my hair? Now I must blow dry, but I can't blow dry because I can't put on heat. So how does it dry? And this is why Miguel is here for you. This cupcake over here is here to show you what I do with my hair. Now, I know my hair is a little bit longer than maybe someone who just started their journey, you know, a year ago or whatever. And that's if you did a bold chop from scratch, which is what I had done. But yeah, so my hair is a little bit longer, but if your hair isn't this long, I would advise doing exactly what I do in terms of products and, you know, combing out, etc. But you can also just leave it, because your hair's still short. You can leave it in a fro and it will air dry perfectly. So I'm about to show you exactly what I do with my hair straight after washing it. This includes no heat, no gel. What else do people use? No dukes, no 50,000 things. Basically, I can decide just before I go out that, okay, Miguel, we're gonna wash our hair today and I'm still gonna look cute for wherever it is that I'm going, and I'm gonna hook you up, guys. I'm gonna plug you out. So let me just show you right now. Let's get into it. So as you can see, I've just washed my hair and it is in a towel. And the reason why I do this is just because I'm trying to avoid drippage when I'm getting dressed. And not only that, I'm also just trying to somewhat dry it out without air drying. So while I'm getting dressed, you know, my towel is taking in some of that water, because we don't want it to be dripping, you know, while we're out wherever it is that we are. So I'm going to take this hair towel off, and basically this is what we have. And so my hair is quite damp, which is pretty great. This is exactly what I need for it to be able to stretch. The great thing about this hairstyle is once I've had my hair tied like this is great as a stretching method. It dries there and I can still look cute. The first day can sometimes, depending on how tightly you were able to get your hair together, and this is also dependent on your thickness. If you're someone who has thin hair, then this should be super easy for you. I struggled a little bit because my hair can be quite thick and it's just a lot. So yeah, but as you do it every day, you know, you sleep in the same hairstyle, you comb it out every day, and you just put it back. Well, if you put on a girl, you put it back into the same hairstyle and it will get better and better. And guess what? It's stretching at the same time. So I'm going to start by using a liquid, an oil, and a cream. So that's what I'm going to apply to my hair in order to make sure that while it's drying and while it's wet, it's just really taking in all the moisture and all that good yummy stuff. So if you have a leave-in conditioner that you want to use, this is the time to put it in as well. So lock method is basically where you take a liquid, an oil. I have oil in here, this which would be my castor oil, Jamaican castor oil. Any castor oil is good. And the cream would be any cream, curling cream, or just a general cream that you like to put in, shea butter cream, etc. Or you can also just use a leave-in conditioner, and that'll basically lock in all your water and all your oil. So I'm going to start by going in with this. Y'all know this is my magic product. So now that I've got all that water and oil into my hair, you guys may be thinking, but Cakes, that's a bit odd because now your hair's getting wet again. Guys, this is the right kind of wet. And don't forget that we are going to lock it in with the cream. The other great thing about the Star Soft Fro spray is that it just helps your hair detangle a little bit and helps it to elongate, just because it softens the hair and just allows it to sort of like stretch. And this is exactly what you need with a hairstyle like this, and every day in general. If you have really tough hair where you feel like you can't comb through it, you can't brush through it, like guys, it's missions. This is exactly what you need. So you want to make sure that this goes all the way down to your scalp. You know, just keep parting your hair in different parts and make sure that you've got it covered. And also just pulling your hair like this is just gonna help you get that length that you want, and just to ensure that we can achieve our hairstyle as best as possible. The next thing we're gonna use is our cream. I've been using this Vatica Afro Naturals for type 4 hair curl defining cream. It's shea butter and coconut oil. It defines and elongates curls, hydrates and locks in the moisture. So this is Vatica. These products are really, really affordable, and guys, they smell so amazing. So I get my Vatica products from Clicks. You can also get them from Dischem. But guys, is anyone else aware of the fact that the loyalty points system at Clicks is far better than the loyalty point system at Dischem? Guys, jump on that. Dischem doesn't give you any money back. But anyway, so I've taken about this much. This is quite a watery curling cream, so just be careful because it can just, you know, go all over the place. This is also really great for softening of the hair. I use it in my little brother's hair sometimes because he's got quite tight curled hair, and because it's short, guys, the comb. Anyway, so you really want to just spread this all over. That white will eventually disappear, so don't be too stressed about that. So as you guys can see, everything that I'm doing involves no combing. This is the comb-free zone. I've not combed my hair. All I've been doing is using my hands, you know, to stretch it out. I'm not using any comb straight after washing. And guys, I promise you, this works. This works. All the products I'm using are basically doing the combing for me. Do you get me? They're the ones who are, you know, stretching my hair, elongating, moisturizing, etc. So if you have any knots, then you're just basically pulling at them. And also if you're following your hair routine in the sense that you're washing your hair, so you see any hair that I'm losing because I'm pulling it out. And this is just like general shedding. My hair sheds maybe like with every wash, I guess, but really not much. It will just really be knots or just pieces that I've just not been combing out because I prefer to brush my hair. But I do one comb out a month, one big comb out, and I'll notice that my hair doesn't shed as much straight after that. But I am going to be trying the rice water method, but I'll show you guys in another video because I've heard that's really, really good for shedding. So anyways, we're not there right now, guys. I get distracted all the time. but okay, so now that you've got all of this in, I was just saying that there is absolutely no comb. The only comb you have is your hands. The only part where we actually are going to be using a comb, I know I just said no comb, but the only part where the comb does come in is when you part your line. And the rest of the time it will be brushing, but there's literally no combing through of the hair. And guys, this is a dream for me. When I figured out that I could do this, I was like, girl, this is about to make wash day way easier. So other days where you have the time, you know, to be combing through your hair, etc., obviously you can do that. But guys, during exams, I live in this method. I literally live in this method. So the next thing I'm going to be using is my detangling brush. This is from Dischem. I've told you guys about it before. If you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you know that I use this brush. So I'm basically just going to start brushing my hair back. But as I brush it back, I'm also going to be pulling through some parts just to make it thinner and flat and just to get that to stretch. So I'm going to start combing back. So even though I've just brushed this back, I'm also going to pull at it. So as you can see, this is creating the perfect slick back look with no combing. Because your hair is straight, it also just allows to be manipulated very easily, you know. If you want to put it in any direction, however flat you want it to go, this is literally so easy to do because your hair is wet. So there you go, one side is basically done, and unfortunately I am gonna have to let go of it to do the other side. So I basically just do exactly the same thing. Where I feel like my hair is really tough, I'll first stretch out, then come back on top and brush under. So unfortunately, because I'm brushing, obviously only the hair on top is going to be super flat, which is why it's so important just to pull out of the hair that's underneath so that you can keep going and keep getting it as flat as possible, and also ensuring that that hair stretches. That's what I'm going to do with the hair at the back. There we go, that's just as flat. So just like any part of your body, your hair, I believe, I don't know if this is just for me, but my hair has this one side where like it's thicker or there's more of it. And that happens to be my right side. My left side is always just super easy, stays down very easy, but my right side, oh, missions, guys. Yo, I don't know why it does this to me. But basically, you just want to make sure you're holding all your hair together in one pony. If your hair is still short and can't come together or can't come all together, you can also just do 2 ponytails as well. But you know, that's just a little bit more difficult if you're trying to go for a grown-up look and you're trying to go out. So I like to try get it into one. If your hair is still short, you can also just, you know, pull as much of it as you can, gel it down, and also just add some fiber at the back just to make your pom-pom a little bit bigger, and you're good to go. So I'm gonna have to keep working at getting this side as flat and as even as possible. My problem side. So what you want to do is also just keep pulling at your hair, especially in the center of the ponytail, just to make sure that you can get it as flat as you possibly can. There may be a bit of a bump here that you may struggle with, but all you need to do with that is just keep putting your finger in there and pulling that hair back. So if you want to, you can also lay your edges at this point, because obviously that makes it all the more better. But I don't really feel like I ever need to do that. And voila! Just want to take a hair tie, secure that ponytail. If you can go 3 times around, that's perfect. If you like, also, you know, wool works a little bit better. Because it's thinner, it just gives the illusion of a bigger ponytail. And then what you can do is just comb out your ponytail. So I like to do this even if I'm going to sleep, because it just helps my hair stretch without me having to do like individual, you know, ponies and whatever. So once you've combed all of that out, I actually like to plait it. So even if I know that, okay, I'm not going to go anywhere, or I still have 2 hours to go out, I'm going to do my makeup first, etc. I like to plait it into just a 3 plait, even if you're doing 2 different 3 plaits, just to allow it to stretch. And then just before you go out, you can undo that pony and you have more length right here. So that's literally all it is, guys. I like to go one step further by using my Originals olive oil foam lotion. So this, I'm literally just going to apply 2 or 3 squirts. I guess I've gone with 3, and I'm just gonna lay this right on top, just like so. So this is also just going to allow it to sort of look a little bit sleeker and just a little more put together, you know. Guys, this product is a miracle. This product is my lifeline currently. Before, I never used to use this product, but you know, put on a dip for 10-15 minutes and all your hair is way flatter, way more sleeked down. If you want to, you can just play around with those sides. Once you've laid down those edges and done everything that you need to do, if you're going out, just grab my favorites, a cute pair of hoops, you know, put on some lipstick and just a lash or some mascara, a little bit of blush, and you are good to go. Your hair is stretching, it is drying, you know, it is just looking cute, it is hydrated, doing all the things, and literally it only takes you 10 minutes to do all of this. It's gel free, pain free, comb free, all the things that we hate for the girls with 4C hair. So yeah guys, that's really just it. This is the best way to make sure that your hair is hydrated. You've got your lock method, you've got your liquid, you've got your oil, you've got your cream, you know, you've got that extra little young touch of hydrating moisture. If you're not going anywhere, you can also just put on a dirk, which is going to help flatten when you sleep. The next day you wake up, you literally keep it in this hairstyle for at least about 3 days or so. So every morning, you know, you shower, do whatever you're doing. When it comes to your hair, apply the same products. You can spray it again, you can put on that cream again, and you just comb it back and tie it in the same way again. And you'll see as the days go, the longer it will be and the easier it will be to just hold it together, and you'll literally be able to see that, girl, my hair is stretching and I didn't have to sit for 30 minutes busy trying to do ama 1-1, you know, because that's the admin that we don't want. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you guys want to see any more of my quick and easy tips with my hair, guys, my natural hair journey, outside of jeans, I must say I do have really easy hair routines, and that's just because I don't like anything that is taxing, anything that requires like intense routines and 50,000 products. I swear by this product, the best thing you can do for your hair, because anytime that your hair is super dry, anytime that your hair is just, you know, hardened, if it's dry, it means it's getting hard, and if it's hard, it means it's more difficult to manage, it's difficult to style, it is difficult to do anything and everything. It's just difficult to live with it. So if you guys have this spray, any other products that help to soften your hair, to hydrate your hair, and to stretch your hair, that is actually the best thing you guys can do. So let me know if you guys want any more tips and tricks. Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to share all my kinky tips and tricks. I love you guys so much, Cupcakes. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and I'll see you in the next video.